Hello, and welcome to yet another episode of Utopos devlog. It's now been 3 weeks since Utopos was released. During these 3 weeks, I've done multiple updates. Today was number 11, probably. I haven't really counted that, but based on the version numbers, it's probably 10th or 11th. And so the game has evolved quite a bit. So the focus has been early on, like very early on. It was just to see what works. Like basically we started from putting it out and seeing if it works with real people who live around the world. Up until the release point, I had only been trying the game within this house, so I didn't really know what would happen when people play the game and there's more lag and there's different types of systems. It turns out that everything works pretty well, so that was the number one goal that was passed. Then the second one was to eliminate bugs, because obviously when you put something out, there will be things that people find, and some are, we didn't really have any game crashing type of things, but there's been all kinds of issues with configuration and this and that, and so I've spent the past couple weeks just ironing out all the bugs. Right now, the game is pretty stable. It's the performance is good, and we've had quite many games where half of the people are in Europe and the other half is here in the US. Sometimes we've even had players from Japan. The core game works really well with the lag times that you get between the US and the Europe, for example. That was one of the concerns I had, is I wasn't sure if we'll be able to have these global matches, or if this could be something that has to be played locally. So all good there. The focus will still be in the gameplay. When you look at the game, it's all the menus and all that stuff is very, very basic and just kind of like temporary stuff, because at this point I don't yet quite know what the game will be in the end. So spending time in polished menu design, for example, would mostly be a waste of time, because probably a lot of things will be changing. So at this point, the only thing that really matters is that the game has to be fun. It has to be something that people want to keep playing. No one cares about the menu design if the game sucks, right? So right now, the focus is to building up the user base, expanding the game, making sure it is a fun experience. I can already tell you that the game is fun. I've played a lot, and I've had a lot of people, friends of mine, new and old, play the game, and we are having a very good time. So that's a very good sign. The game is very early on. It has a fraction of the features that we've planned on having. I am thinking that there will be more ships, there will be more weapons, there will be more levels, there will be more of everything. But the core, with just one level, one ship, the basic weapons, is fun. So all good there. Right now we are at release 1.11. Today I started working on 1.12, and I'm hoping that in 1.12 I'll be able to add more players. The game itself, everything should work with multiple players, and I said fingers crossed, because obviously anything that can go wrong will go wrong. But basically, as if all goes well, the only thing that is required for adding more players is a new map design that will add more bases. Each player will need a home base to start from, as just to spawn to. And the current level has 4 bases, so I will be doing something that's like a hexagon for 6 players, octagon for 8 players, maybe something for 10 players. I'm not quite sure how large we will go in the end, but at least those 2 need to be done ASAP. The focus is going to be like in individual play, and once this works and we get the game playing well with 8 or 10 players, then it's time to start looking into teams, and that's going to be the next pretty exciting phase, where you'll have 2 teams, say 5 against 5 or 4 against 4 players playing each other, and that's going to require new map design obviously as well. So then it's going to go more into like a MOBA style. A lot of things will change once again, but as long as everything stays fun and players like what they see, then we will keep evolving. Over the past 3 weeks, we've had a very active but obviously small community. I've had a lot of feedback. I pretty much probably know all the players that are in the game right now, because there's not too many, which is good, because when I have a personal connection with the players, I get a lot of feedback and I can listen to the feedback, and many of the things that are happening with the game right now, I had no idea when we started where it's going to go, and I've had so many ideas coming from the community. That's a fun aspect, because right now, like, I have no idea what kind of game we are building. We have the core elements in place, but it's going to evolve with the user participation, the people playing the game, whether or not they are liking something. That's heavily affecting how the next version is gonna go. There's examples like right now we are debating what to do with the home bases. Right now in the game, you can go back to the home base, you can recharge your ship. The base gives you basic protection, so you cannot be easily shot while you are there charging. All of that, there's been some feedback that maybe that's too powerful, maybe we should not be doing that, maybe we should go, either we go away with the bases completely, we could time limit them, we could make them so that for the first 5 seconds after you spawn or respawn, you'll have some protection. Multiple different ways to go, and it's pretty impossible to know what's the right way to go until you actually do it. And then we play and we play and we play, and we start understanding what works and what doesn't, and what is a feature that people start abusing, what is something that is making the game less fun. In the very first version, we didn't have a time limit, we had a life limit, and that immediately led into some people camping. They would just go hiding, letting other people to kill each other, and then they'd emerge as the winner. And that was not fun at all. So with the new rules that we introduced last week, it's time-based, and you win by making the most kills. So camping is absolutely not working anymore. Step by step, gradually, we're going to find what works and what doesn't. All right, so that's basically the near-term plan. Adding more players, more bases, expanding, seeing what works, what doesn't. We're starting a promotion this week. So up until now, we've had a very small player community, very intimate development. This week we start promoting, we start bringing more people in. It's going to probably change the dynamics. We'll see where the game goes after this week, and I'm expecting to see a lot more players in the game. One of the problems of running this kind of like a small beta has been that when we have players in all over the world, and when someone in Germany wants to log in and play a game, there might not be anyone else in the game right now. So hopefully, with the kickoff of promotion and getting more people in the game, we'll get over that problem where there would be enough players 24/7 to you'd always find somebody to play with. But we'll know more over the next week or so where we're gonna go. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to this channel if you're interested in following the development of Utopos. Go grab the game if you didn't already. Try it out. Join the game. I'll be playing often, and the community is very active and friendly. I'm sure you'll have a very good time. Until next time, bye.